What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jared for all things Call of Duty and console gaming. Rep with me. Today I'm going to talk about the consoles again. I'm just going to give a news update on both PlayStation and Xbox. I jotted some things down in my phone just to touch base on them. So the first thing I want to talk about is Xbox. So I talked about this in my last video, but Xbox is winning because they had a price reduction on their Game Pass subscription. They dropped it $7. Also, you're able to pick and choose your subscription. So if you don't want the Fortnite crew or the other things provided, you can simply just take that off. So that's good for them. They already have announced their next gen hardware. The next generation Xbox's Project Helix is supposed to be a PC console hybrid, or I should just say a console that can play your PC games as well. So we still don't know exactly what that means or what that looks like, but they've already announced it. Xbox has really just been winning lately since Asha Sharma has stepped in as CEO, starting to make changes. He sent out a memo talking about the return of Xbox, which it's like music, you know what I mean? I really do appreciate that because I'm an Xbox guy at the core, but once they started talking about the PC stuff and everything's an Xbox, it really just made me go to PlayStation because Xbox is a console, has been, and that should be their main focus. So they're reverting back to focusing on the Xbox, which I think is the most important thing. Now we're gonna go to PlayStation. PlayStation has been having some issues. They really have. Right now they have this DRM issue. I'm not the most informed on this, but pretty much the licensing of games, your digital games, you don't log on to your PlayStation within 30 days, you're unable to play these games. Obviously, digital content and games isn't owned by you. You only own the licensing of it. So pretty much if you're not logged into your game within 30 days, you may not be able to play your game. Now, I don't know who this will affect. It may or may not affect me, but I doubt it. I'm always connected to Wi-Fi. Why wouldn't I be? But you know how media is. Everybody has definitely taken this. They're going to have their spin on it, their turn on it. A lot of people play their game on connected to Wi-Fi. So why would you be out the house playing your game? So it doesn't make any sense. But apparently that's a big issue. Age verification has started in the UK, so you can't chat or message if you don't confirm your age. That started in the UK. They say it's coming over in by the end of 2026 to all the markets. So here in the US, I don't agree with that. I mean, you basically have to be a grown up to play the game. Well, not to play, but just to voice chat and message. Kind of makes no sense. I mean, we care about the kids and the things that they're receiving as far as content, but never really been a big issue. Obviously, there's chat bans for a reason. They're already monitoring that best they can, depending on the game. You can't get on there just talking a bunch of nonsense, but that just makes an issue for kids and a lot of parents as well. You know, I'm a parent myself now, so you're pretty much telling me my children are old enough to really be repping like that, but I would have to have my own account just for them to play the game, which a lot of parents, I'm pretty sure, have bought their kids consoles and just assume, hey, they'll be able to use every function of the game. So I think that's a parent thing. If your child is receiving messages or in different voice chats that they shouldn't be in, that's kind of on the parent to supervise that, not the game itself. So that's an L for PlayStation, in my opinion. They still have some good things going on. They still have a great library. They have a subscription, which is PlayStation Premium, which gives you access to over 2,000 games. They're supposedly going back to straight exclusives, so their games won't be ported over to PC. The same as Xbox, they're going exclusive. So that's only a rumor for them. I believe it's been confirmed by PlayStation that they're going to go exclusive, but they got enough good games in the library. Again, PlayStation has been the top console since 95, 94, whenever the original PlayStation dropped. So from then until now, they have over 2,000 games that you can play, which is awesome. There's still no announcement of the PlayStation 6. You can check out the rumors by Moore's Law is Dead. I guess they are ready to launch or say that they'll be sending out something about it, but we still haven't heard about their next generation hardware, which again is a L. They've been taking their time, slow walking it. Both consoles And not only consoles, PCs are affected by this RAM shortage, so this memory pool because of AI and data centers and all that stuff that affects the pricing of things. Again, the PlayStation 6 and the next generation Xbox, if they're pushing $1,000, that's a bit pricey to just have a console. I mean, PCs that you build are around that, and some even cheaper. I built my own computer for less than $1,000. So to have that in that price point, in that price range, is kind of a bad thing. And I know it's probably because of the shortage, but I'm not expecting that to um, mess with console prices. Consoles should be a cheap entry into gaming. That's just my opinion. That's just my quick update on Xbox and PlayStation. I'm torn between the two as far as what I will play next generation. Right now, I'm very satisfied with my PlayStation 5 Pro. It has an AI upscaler that makes games look and run better. It's deemed the best console on the market. So I don't want to chase that power narrative next generation. I was simply trying to get the most powerful console on the market this generation. I don't know why, but I definitely won't do that next time. I have switched over to PlayStation. I've enjoyed it playing it. I really only play Call of Duty now, so it's not like I play a ton of games, but I enjoy it. Sony's good. Again, I grew up with a PlayStation and a PlayStation 2 in the house. My brothers, they've been PlayStation guys. They had PlayStation 3s and 4, and now I've come back with a PlayStation 5. So I missed 2 generations, but I've had every generation of Xbox. I got an Xbox Series X collecting dust right now. Tough to hear, but I definitely might fire that up again because Xbox is just reverting back to reality, coming in, honing in on the Xbox, and it's just good to see because pretty much I'm an Xbox guy. I really am, but we'll see. I want to just be a console guy. That's why this content is all things Call of Duty and console gaming. So if there is a bias in my heart, it's definitely towards Xbox, but console in general, I just take console over PC. I don't really want to talk too much about PC, especially in this video, but the Steam controller will be releasing in May. There's more news coming out about graphics cards. The next one's coming out, but I'll leave that to the PC gamers. I'm not really worried about that. So that's the news I got for you guys today. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking, how you're feeling about consoles in general. Just know your boy is always on. I'm always repping. Y'all have a good one.